Hello my good friends, welcome to the channel Digimon Explained. My name is Jesse and today, in this video, I wanted to take a little step back and talk a bit about the various Digimon levels because to be honest, I actually never did that and I think it would have only been appropriate if we could discuss it properly to get it off our chest, or at least my chest. Let's get straight into it. A Digimon's life cycle starts with the Digitama, also referred to as level 0 or simply the Digi-Egg level. Digimon are born from Digi-Eggs who come in a great variety of colors, shapes and sizes. As Digimon are essentially digital monsters, meaning that they are in essence data, it is of no surprise that there is so much that can be told about the Digitama, as those Digimon who come out of them aren't always at the same level. Normally those Digimon who come out of the egg are at the baby 1 level, otherwise known as level 1, or fresh, or in training 1. At this level, a Digimon's composition data is unstable, so it is very weak and can't do much. In fact, its life is somewhat in the hands of other stronger Digimon or human partners to take care of them, if they are fortunate enough to have someone to take care of them. There is a possibility that the data within a Digi-Egg is being tampered with. This could result in the creation of a Digimon that has a different level once they come out. For example, in a rare case, a single Digitama produced twins, namely VICTORYGREYMON and Digivolution, who both possesses an evolutionary code that differs from Digimon that were naturally born in the digital world, and it is thought they evolved from a Digitama that was produced due to artificial data intervention. And both VICTORYGREYMON and Digivolution are at the final level of a Digimon, meaning the Mega level. And I have made an in-depth video concerning VICTORYGREYMON, the link towards it is in the description box. So normally after the Digitama hatches, the Digimon that come out would be one at the baby 1 level. That little baby will digivolve into the baby 2 level, otherwise known as in training. A Digimon at the baby 1 level evolves into this evolution stage shortly into its lifespan, as not much effort would be needed to evolve. And at the baby 2 level, while its compositional data has stabilized, it is still largely unable to fight and would still depend on the care of others. That will change once it grows into the level 3 stage, otherwise known as child or rookie level. At this stage, the Digimon's intellect has developed and it has become able to fight, and the bodies are also more adapted for combat, as some Digimon already start growing claws, fangs, wings and more. A Digimon at the rookie level is in a phase where its data is quite easily influenced by so many factors, which in some cases can define a totally different evolution path. So the course of a Digimon's future evolution can vary drastically depending on how it is raised at this evolution stage. The form after the rookie level / child level is that of the adult level, otherwise known as the champion level, or level 4 if you please. This is the evolution stage at which a Digimon is considered to be fully grown, and this is the highest evolution stage that the majority of Digimon ever attain. And the reason for that is simple. You see, the process of Digivolution is a process used by Digimon who essentially download additional data to themselves, which makes them stronger. If they download enough data, Digivolution will be triggered, and you will see the apparent change, and in most instances, the Digimon becomes significantly stronger, even if the consciousness remains more or less unchanged. I say more or less because there are certain factors which influence a Digimon's evolution, but sometimes at the cost of their sanity. The process of downloading data to itself doesn't have to be forced, meaning that if a Digimon is left to its own devices, it will naturally age and over time may digivolve using data from the environment. Digivolving from the initial level 1 stage, right after coming out of its Digi-Egg, usually progresses, but each subsequent level takes progressively more time and effort. Because of this, only a sparse number of Digimon naturally reach their final forms. Which is why getting to the champion level usually is the highest a Digimon gets before dying, as the majority of Digimon never evolve further than the adult / champion level. So the champion level should definitely not be underestimated. While in this form, the Digimon is considered fully grown at this point, and has developed even more power and intelligence, which sometimes even exceeds Digimon of higher levels. But if circumstances were correct, and if the Digimon managed to download the right amount of data, or by being exceptionally powerful among adult level Digimon, they will jump into the level 5 stage, otherwise known as perfect level or ultimate level. The strongest adult Digimon, which aren't many, evolve to this evolution stage, and once it is in this form, the Digimon becomes exceptionally more powerful and possesses overwhelming power. That is why, in the wild, perfect/ultimate level Digimon can be seen taking on the role of pack leaders, as they are obviously respected because of their excellence and sometimes even their wisdom. As a side note, to better understand the amount of Digimon who reach this level and beyond, it would be best for you to imagine a pyramid where the width equals the amount of Digimon at that level. The higher you go, the fewer Digimon at that level exist. So those who climb that ladder of power could in many ways be seen as the chosen ones. If those chosen Digimon at the perfect/ultimate level still manage to endure countless battles and overcome their own limitations, they will evolve to the Mega level, also seen as level 6. This is the final natural evolution stage in Digimon evolution, a very, very rare case. In fact, so rare that these extraordinarily powerful Digimon tend to act independently because of their sheer power. It is possible, albeit rare, for Mega level Digimon to undergo further evolutions into other Mega level Digimon, but they can't really go beyond this form. However, while there isn't another form after the Mega level, there is a title that some Digimon have been able to earn as their powers go beyond your typical Mega level Digimon. I'm talking about the title of Super Ultimate Digimon or Ultra Digimon, which brings them to the level of 7. This title is given to certain exceptional species of Mega level Digimon that have surpassed the typical standards of power of conventional Mega level Digimon. Super Ultimates are commonly associated with Digimon who are fusions of other Mega level Digimon. Think of Omegamon, who is the fusion of WarGreymon and MetalGarurumon. Or you also have those Digimon who can temporarily change modes to enhance their powers, like Dukemon in its Crimson mode, who we also explained thoroughly in its own standalone video. The link towards it is in the description box. And you know what? To better explain how powerful the Ultra Digimon are, I will first highlight some of the feats of Mega level Digimon, that way we can compare them. However, before we do that, let me briefly tell you about this video's sponsor, Popular Toys. Are you also a collector of toys of your favorite anime? Look at this Renamon doll, for example. Isn't it great? I think it will look great on one of your shelves. Or this Gallantmon spitting fire. I'm sure that fire will help you melt a marshmallow. Truly high quality merchandise. And there are more than just Digimon toys. You have Dragon Ball, Pokemon, and way more. If you have some spare money and would like to have one of those figurines in your collection, make sure to get yourself one by going to the website of Popular Toys. The link is in the description box. Make sure to say that Digimon Explained sent you there, as Digimon Explained, aka me, is trying to do what he can for the Digimon community, which he loves so much. Now, let's get back to the video's subject. To better explain the power of Super Ultimates, we are first going to explain how powerful a Mega level Digimon is. And it shouldn't be a surprise to know that Mega level Digimon possess incredible amounts of energy, with power to warp space-time itself. The mere fact of a Digimon digivolving into Mega level can dramatically change the climate of the surrounding areas, at least for a while. Such energies sometimes disturb weaker Digimon who are nearby. For instance, Lord Holy Angemon / Magna Angemon had to seal its Seraphimon evolution because Digimon nearby felt its power, and this had a negative effect on them. Omegamon / Omnimon was able to paralyze weaker Digimon with just its presence. And it wasn't because they were frightened of it, but because the energy waves coming from this fusion was so strong that they were barely capable of moving. If such energy is used carelessly, it can damage even reality itself. And in battles of power, where two Megas have to use all of their power, it is not unusual for holes in the fabric of space-time to open as collateral damage of the fight. So, if Mega level Digimon are this powerful and have this nature of power, Ultra Digimon are beyond all of that. In fact, Ultra Digimon have the ability to use their energy to do the same a Mega level Digimon can do, meaning disturbing weaker beings or warp time and space, but instead of doing it on a local scale, they do it in a universal scale. An example I'm going to give you is that of Chronomon in its Destroy mode. The following was written about it. One of the very few Digimon classified as a Super Mega, whose existence are said to influence the digital world. It fell into a deep sleep in the core field, located within the deepest parts of the digital world. Half of a sacred solar mark is engraved on both its left and right arms, and if it puts its arms together, it's able to form the shape of the sun. The sacred amount of solar power it bears is said to lead the world to hope. So in other words, the Ultra Digimon have the energy to destroy the balance of all living things in the world. BOLTBOUTAMON, who explained in a separate video, link towards it is in the description box, is another example of an Ultra level Digimon with capabilities going to the extreme. And there are quite a few Digimon with such powers in existence, so make sure to write your favorites in the comment section. That about sums it up for the natural evolution for Digimon. I say natural because there are also those artificial evolutions, for example when Digi-Eggs are being used in the process, but that is a subject for another video if you people would be pleased to hear about it. Write your opinions down in the comment section about how you look at the Rookie, Champion, Ultimate, Mega, Super Ultimates. Feel free to write your opinions, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have anything to add, make sure to do so in the comment section, and if you are new, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, as it doesn't cost you a lot and yet it helps this channel tremendously. If you're new, know that all videos are placed in particular Digimon playlists which are always updated, that way you can catch up to newer and older videos.